So Arthur D. Little's a strategy and operations management consultancy, and we focus on the management of science, technology and innovation. And what we normally do on a day-to-day basis is help organisations develop technology strategy, organise their R&D centres and develop the sort of processes and governance around that. And in particular we focus on the sort of food, agricultural and bio-based sectors to see what sort of things organisations need to do in the future to address this particular area. Well, I think because I've been looking at this area for the last 10 or 12 years and sort of tracking it all the way through, and I think what I'm finding is that we're now finally getting to the point where we're seeing success stories around second generation products. So we've heard presentations today that talk about now 6 large-scale commercial biorefineries now open on the second generation side of things. They've been a very long time in coming. There's still a lot of concern around the uncertainty that's faced on a regulatory front, particularly in Europe. But if you look at the national level, you start to see greater stability, particularly in areas like Scandinavia, where countries are really sort of getting behind this sort of thing and seeing it as the sort of the approach to the future. I think to some extent it's sort of happening a bit in parallel because you're seeing opportunities to integrate together chemicals and biofuels into the sort of biorefinery concept. People are starting to look increasingly down the supply chain in terms of what sort of things can you do with products coming out of bio-based processes and so forth. So a lot of it seems to be happening in parallel, but for some quite different reasons. From the biofuels perspective, it's more about looking at where you can make the best use of regulation and incentives and so forth. But some of the things we've heard today about the bio-based chemicals route is looking for opportunities where they can be directly cost comparable with some of the conventional petrochemicals that are on the market today. And in some cases, particularly in the US, they're being stimulated through things like the bio-preferred scheme, where government is getting behind procuring some of these products and driving them out into the marketplace.